Pete.
And she is Tracy. We are the O'Farrells.
And we are Rockin the Burbs.
Yes, we are, as best we can. This is the Corona edition of Rockin the Burbs. We're doing our best. We're in an undisclosed location on our property where we are away from our children, and we love them very much.
We sure do.
But need a little space. So we keep a little picture of them right here, so it reminds us to occasionally go back inside and check on them, make sure they haven't done anything to burn down the house or whatever, but we're out here having a nice time.
We sure are, yes.
So we wanted to just talk about some of the fun things that life in Walpole brings, but with the whole Corona situation, it's kind of changed things up a little bit. We have our Corona lifestyles right now.
That's one way of looking at it, a Corona lifestyle, yes.
The funny thing is, I'm much more of an introvert, and I could do this as long as need be. I can sit around the house for days, weeks, months, and have not the slightest problem.
No, I'm more of a social person, and it's really driving me crazy to not be around people. I love my family, and I'm grateful that we're a family of 5, but I just miss being with people.
It's tough. It is. Yeah. It's hard.
Right.
Well, for some of us, not so much for me. But so we wanted to go through a few things that are going on with life under Corona. We have done what a lot of people did. I never expected to do this, and nor did I really want to tell you the truth. But
no, it took a global pandemic to make it happen.
Yes. We got a dog.
Yes.
So we were... I said no all along, and then magically the dog showed up, and we were supposed to foster the dog. Yes. And that lasted for, I said 42 minutes, just because I like the number 42, but it was less than an hour.
It was under an hour.
Before you guys called the agency and said, nope, we're keeping him. And I was just kind of standing there saying, no, but we did. So we have that. He's a very cute dog.
He's great.
We'll throw up a little video of him. We named him Bolt because he looks a lot like the
Disney character.
The Disney character from the Disney movie Bolt. And he's very cute. He was pretty much house trained, which was pretty crazy.
Right.
So that was pretty awesome. I've been saying the word pretty a lot, so whatever. So we've got that going on. We have this whole list of things. What's some of our other Corona things we've been doing?
We do a lot of walking.
Lots of walks.
I mean, that has to do with the dog a little bit.
The dog has helped with that, but we've been putting on we've been getting our steps in.
Yes.
Which has been good. We've Zoomed our family on Easter. We had a big Zoom with your side of the family, which was fun.
Yes.
My folks live here in Walpole, so we get to do some driveway visits. We've done some driveway visits with...
Yeah, my folks are in Easton, so we have done driveway visits over there too. We play board games. But I like to call them board
B-O-R-E-D.
games. Yep, and some more fun than others. We've revisited old board games like Clue, which with 3 teenagers is...
Yep, Clue was pretty good.
Interesting.
Sorry. I love Sorry, except for when I lose. I ordered Risk. Used to play Risk when I was a teenager forever, and with Amazon as it is now, that we finally canceled the order after about 3 weeks of them saying it'll be here on Saturday, and then no.
Yahtzee?
Yahtzee, yep, Yahtzee. We'll have to do a whole segment on
what happens when we play Yahtzee.
Yeah, that's a show in itself.
Yes. We played card games, Uno, and then...
I do like Uno.
Yes.
I forgot we every once in a while would play some games, but we've certainly done it more.
Much more.
More now.
Yes.
So let's see. Got our cheat sheet here, so I'm going to throw that down here. What was our other thing? So that's pretty much what life under the coronavirus has been like here at Casa O'Farrell, which leads us to the big thing is we've been trying to order out a lot.
Support local businesses, yes.
Okay, so food. I've enjoyed ordering out quite a bit. We've tried to actually do it, more than we normally would.
Yes.
Try to keep some of the local businesses going. One business that's been thriving is Crisp.
Yes.
We just finished having some Crisp pizza this evening. It's it's pretty awesome.
It's delicious. And I keep gluten-free, and they have the best gluten-free pizza. It's out of this world.
And they have the best non-gluten-free pizza too. Yeah, it's been great. And I had worried about them. They had opened, just before this whole thing started. And I teach TV at the high school, and several of my kids in class had started working there. And I was like, okay, we got to get over there. We got to go check it out. Mm-hmm. And then this whole thing happened, and thankfully they stayed open, and we've gone there, I think, about 4 times at this point.
Yeah.
And it's great, and I get to go in and see some of my kids that work there, so that's been fun too. So give Crisp a try; they've been fantastic. Mm-hmm. Texas Roadhouse.
Well, our son Mike works there. He's furloughed. Well, not furloughed.
He's on hiatus right now.
Yes, he's on hiatus since he was working as a busser, and so he's not there right now. But yep, we got takeout from there one night. It was really great. We did a family meal.
Yeah.
So
a lot of the
these
restaurants
great-
have been changing up and doing like family meals.
So it was really cool, like a main dish and a couple sides, and those awesome rolls that they have.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yes.
So we've got them in town.
Bristol Square.
Bristol Square. Speaking of family,
Breakfast.
I think this week they started doing family style
Yes.
servings. So we actually went last Saturday and in the morning.
Pete,
Good stuff.
tomorrow's Saturday.
Yes,
We might need to do Bristol Square for breakfast
We
again
will be
tomorrow
back.
morning.
We will be back for sure.
Super fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at my little list of things, I dipped my hat down. Wore my best baseball hat. I was going to take a shower and was like, nah. Even though it's technically, I think it's in Norwood. I've had some of my students have worked at the 99.
Yep.
It's right on the line. Good steak tips.
We did. I think it's technically Walpole.
I'm
pretty sure.
I wonder if it's on the line or something, because half the restaurant is all Walpole
So like
stuff,
Norwood
and half
claims
is all
it as
Norwood
Norwood,
stuff.
yes, and
Yeah.
Walpole claims it as Walpole.
But man, those steak tips are always awesome. Conrad's steak tips. Depends which way you want to go. Conrad's has like the sweet steak tips. 99 is more like a salty. Maybe we'll do a whole show on this kind of stuff. Yeah. And then it's out of our jurisdiction, but we do like to get over to Town Spot every once in a while.
Yes.
That's some great bar pizza. But now that we have Crisp, it's kind of like, do we really need to go all the way over there? It's bar style pizza is my favorite, but
And
now we
Chinese
got Crisp.
food. We have
Asia Treasure.
Asia Treasure.
They have a fantastic setup.
Yes.
I thought that when I called, we placed an order, and they said just pull up, and I'm like, how am I going to just pull up? But they actually have it. You pull right into the fire lane. One of their windows slides. They slide it open, put your order out, and then you get out of the car and go pick it up. And it was really cool.
Yes.
No human contact. If you're an introvert, it's fantastic. You don't have to talk to anybody. So that was kind of neat. The one problem is you really got to work to tip people now, because like the way Asia Treasure does it, they take your order over the phone, they take your card. Same thing with Crisp, and there isn't that ability on the slip to write out a tip. So make sure you bring a couple of bucks with you and throw a tip at these people, for God's sake.
Yes.
Chili's in town. Applebee's. I don't know if Applebee's.
They do. They have a huge sign.
Oh,
a couple
good.
of beer
Okay.
bottles on it to make sure that that you can get a.
I love Applebee's, because if you've ever gone in there and really looked, there are at least 3 pictures of me on the walls in Applebee's. It's pretty awesome. Find them and let me know where they are. Just go in and once this nonsense is over. Who else are we missing? I think we hit most of the places we've been going.
Oh, Clyde's.
Clyde, yeah, Clyde's. I miss just sitting in Clyde's. I like drawing on the tables. I am a 5-year-old. We just if you have a local restaurant, get out there and throw them some business. It's and Vero.
And I know Vero.
One of our favorites. They were posting on. I think it was on Facebook. They were looking into.
I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, she better take that.
Oh no, it's just Walgreens in Foxborough. I can talk to them later.
Yes, Vero was looking into doing some weekend hours. And the other thing you can do is buy a gift card.
cards,
Just buy a
yep.
$25 gift card.
I know we're
from
forgetting some other
places.
restaurants.
We're gonna do a whole thing. I think we should
Yep.
do a whole thing. That's just our quick rundown on places we've been eating. But there's plenty more to get out to. So get out there and eat. There's a lot of good restaurants in Walpole. It's pretty crazy when you think about it.
Right.
You know, there's Raven's Nest. You just go down the street there. There's
Right.
Jalapenos, Raven's Nest,
Tessie's.
Vero, Tessie's. Are they like sister restaurants, Raven's Nest and Tessie's? Or are they? We need to find out about that. But yeah, get out there and do a little bit of business. So let's see, what else can we talk about?
Well, since we're talking about food, we can keep talking about food.
We could keep talking about food. What else? I've been eating a lot of ice cream.
I've noticed.
Oh,
No. I don't mean your appearance. I just mean I've noticed a stress. I mean, just I think that one of the ways that everybody deals with stress is by eat. I did not mean that wasn't what I meant. That was not what I meant. Stress eating.
I'm stress eating. Actually, I'm not that stressed, but
I was just going to talk about one of my COVID pro tips.
Oh, go for it.
That we have a stash of candy.
Yes.
And it seems like our kids can ferret out any amount of candy in the house.
Yes.
So what we like to do is put it inside a frozen vegetable bag in the freezer.
Yes.
And then we're guaranteed that it won't get touched because...
Who's going to go into our frozen vegetables? Really?
Yeah.
I actually keep Oreos in my underwear drawer. Sorry. And frosting. I have proof. I'll show you. I'll put up a picture. So, all right. So I'll.
Yes, I was just...
Okay, fresh topic. Television. We've been watching an inordinate amount of television. I like TV. I teach TV. I worked in TV. TV news for like 20 years, so I love it. But we've been watching a lot. And the first and most important TV series during coronavirus has been Tiger King.
Yes.
So, go for it.
Well, I mean, we could just do a whole episode on Tiger King.
We probably could. Yeah, that'll get us through a whole show. We'll definitely get back to that. But we can give everybody the overview of it.
Well, it's just everything you could ever want. Or no, I'm going to take it back. It's everything you never knew that you wanted and more.
It's a good way to
Yes.
put it. If you haven't watched it, beware. You really can't watch it with young kids. There's lots of profanity.
Polygamy.
Murder, suicide, drug use, animal abuse, animal murder, mullets, tattoos, piercings.
That's one way of putting
Yeah,
it.
and that's almost one guy. So check it out. It's pretty interesting. The crazy thing about it is you watch the first episode and it's like, wow, that's insane. All right, I'll watch the second episode. And you watch that and it just escalates. And you find yourself halfway through an episode going, there's no way. And then it just goes up and up and up. And it's absolute insanity. To the point that there was a great meme of one of the people that's interviewed shows up to be interviewed in one of those like 3-wheel car, motorcycle, hybrid kind of things with a skeleton in the passenger seat, and you don't even blink.
Right.
It's like didn't even notice this. Everything else is so weird. So it's pretty intense. We might do more on that.
Yes.
What else? There's so many shows.
There's been a lot. 90 Day Fiancé.
90 Day Fiancé. That's one that I am there for it when you're watching it. If I never saw it again, I'd be okay, but it is pretty interesting.
What I like about 90 Day Fiancé is that it's one of these reality shows that's still has an organic feel to it.
Yes.
It doesn't feel overproduced and like producers are kind of setting up scenarios and everybody's so aware that they're on camera. These are really people who are applying and trying to get a K-1 visa. You're seeing what's really happening. Some people are in it for the green card. Some people are really in love. Some people are just...
And they're all insane.
Yeah, and some people are just really crazy. And then right after 90 Day Fiancé is Pillow Talk, where they have former couples who successfully married.
These successful couples.
Or people who are now alone with like a best friend.
Oh, yeah.
Who are viewing the episode and then commentating on it. And it's really fun to watch that. So
we were thinking of doing that, but there's so many legal rights would be arrested and be off the air. So I would love to do something like that. Like, we can talk about all the shows we watch, but
yes.
I think we'd probably get in a lot of trouble if we aired them. So yeah, that is pretty intense and interesting. I don't mind. Like when it's on, I'm like, okay, all right, I'll observe.
Yep. And we've been watching American Idol.
Yeah.
I think the talent is great this year. There's some years where it's kind of like, yep, they're all right. Last year I wasn't super crazed about, I didn't think. I mean, everybody was talented, but I didn't really feel like pumped about it. But I think this year, I was so disappointed when everything happened with COVID-19, and I thought there's just no way that they're going to be able to do the live shows. And then
we kept watching as like they were going through the Hawaii stuff, and like, okay, what are they going to do? And it was pretty interesting, especially like TV nerd behind the scenes kind of stuff. It was really cool the way they're continuing the show. And everybody's at home. The judges are at home. The musicians are all in their individual homes, and the kids are there like singing from home. It's live to tape, so when you're watching it, it's not happening right then. But I guess I was reading about it. They get 3 passes. Basically, the first 2 are their chance, and then the third one is more so they can have like some cutaway shots of the people singing and things like that. But it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was really neat to see it.
And I like all the judges. Lionel Richie has some amazing music, and Luke Bryant has some great music. Katy Perry, I'm not a big fan, but she's very fun to watch on as a judge. Yes. She seems like she cares about the people, and she's interesting costumes. So we got that going on.
Yeah.
We've been fans of Breaking Bad for years and years, and then Better Call Saul came out.
Yes, the prequel to Breaking Bad, except that it's being
shot now, but
right
it
now.
takes place before Breaking Bad.
Yes.
So if you're really looking for something to occupy some time, and you've never watched Breaking Bad,
watch Breaking Bad first.
Yeah, you really got to watch Breaking Bad first. Even though Better Call Saul takes place before, you have to watch Breaking Bad, like 5-6 seasons.
And it's really good. Really good TV.
And then Better Call Saul is amazing, and the camera work is unbelievable. I always tell my older TV kids, I don't want to get myself in trouble and tell like freshmen to watch these shows. But my older kids, I tell them like you've got to watch this just for the camera work. Another amazing camera work kind of show, and just really fun to watch, is The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes.
So good.
That's on Amazon Prime.
Yes. Yep.
And it's lighthearted. I mean, it's funny because the premise is pretty heavy.
The premise is heavy,
but it's a lighthearted show.
Right. It's like you get to the end of every episode, and it's not like scary. Oh my God, is she gonna make it? Kind of stuff. And the thing I like about it is it's almost like she has superpowers. Like she just kills every time doing her stand-up, even though they set it up that she's probably not going to. Like the character's super witty and quick and clever, and the costumes are all awesome. Takes place in like the late 50s, and now they're into like the early 60s. Very, very cool.
Yep.
Let's see. What are the shows?
Let's save our other ones for another episode.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah.
We've got nothing but time.
All right, so TV and eating aren't the only ways that Pete and I fill our days. We both are educators, so we are both working from home.
And we're both very lucky to be doing that.
Absolutely. I'm so grateful that we both have jobs where we get to work from home, where we get to work at all, and that we're not out, on the front line.
Yeah.
We're very grateful that we get to be home with our kids. But there are 5 of us on the Wi-Fi, in Zoom sessions, simultaneously, Monday through Friday. And
It's intense.
yeah, that it makes things interesting.
It's like my favorite expression that I made up. It's like camping in the summertime. Intense. Yeah. See what I did there? Go ahead. Tell them what you do. Tell them about your kids.
So I work for Boston Public Schools, and I work in an early childhood autism classroom, which makes remote learning interesting and a challenge. And we're just kind of figuring it all out as we go along, just like everyone else in education is at this point. But every day I do a morning circle that's kind of generic, not just for my own kids, but it's being used by other teachers at my school, and I just kind of threw it out into the Facebook universe just
And
in case,
YouTube.
and YouTube for
And I think Walpole Media's been airing them too.
maybe
I think.
just for people to pick up and use if they want to. So it's something that before we kind of knew that we were going to be out for the remainder of the school year, it was just something that I started doing and will continue to do. But my teenagers love it. Right?
Yeah.
When they're on a Zoom session and they hear me singing Five Little Ducks or
Old
if
McDonald.
you're happy and clap your hands or and so like that's happening as they're trying to be as unobtrusive as possible in their Zoom
Yeah,
sessions.
because every teenager is
Right.
doing this at all
Yeah.
times, including ours.
Yes.
So yeah, and I teach TV production over at Walpole High School. So for me, I am incredibly lucky in that I've been able to, without too much of a problem, kind of change my lessons. The kids it's much less hands-on for them now, but I'll throw out some news reports for them to watch and have them kind of analyze that, and then I have my kids send in little 1-minute videos of what they've been up to. I can't imagine trying to teach like calculus or something like that over a Zoom or Google Meets. I feel for those people because it's hard enough being a TV teacher and keeping the kids' attention, and like a lot of the kids, and I don't mind it, but they don't keep their cameras up. They just put up their Google icon because they might still be in bed or they might not have had a shower yet or whatever, and that's totally fine. But at some point you're starting to wonder, like, are they even there anymore? Like, you don't get that reaction. Sometimes in my regular classroom, I'm like, is anybody listening to me? But when it's just you sitting in a room looking at a TV screen or your computer screen, there's a real disconnect. So I've been trying to, I keep it pretty quick with my kids, with our online stuff, give them a little bit to work on, and they've got lots and lots on their minds. So I try to just give them some fun stuff, and then hopefully my seniors, I'm so upset about my seniors that I won't see them for the rest of the school year. But for the kids that are juniors and sophomores and some of my freshmen, it's like, okay, well, we're going to hit the ground running in September, do a hard reset, and get going again.
Right.
So yeah, it's a challenge. And the interesting thing is all the memes that you see of parents putting up like, nope, I'm done, no more homeschooling, I can't do this anymore. So by no means am I saying that my teaching job is as hard as most, but I think a lot of parents are starting to realize, like, ooh, that is a lot of work for those teachers out there. So
Well,
that's kinda
I
nice.
mean, it's just I don't understand how parents who have to work from home
Yeah,
and have multiple kids, like
Yeah.
and a lot of kids, like if they're younger, they need assistance with remote learning.
oh, absolutely. We're
And,
lucky that all our
yeah.
kids are
They're
teenagers.
old enough that they're independent. Yeah, I just don't.
And we just
you
go,
know,
okay, go do whatever you're going to do. We'll see you tonight.
Right.
It's kind of, you know, our oldest has got his room down in the basement. It's like, is anybody seen him today?
Yeah.
So,
That was me this.
yeah,
That was me this
we,
after. Well, I had
we were
back to
walking the
back.
dog today.
I had back-to-back Zoom sessions all day, and
Yeah.
we went out for an afternoon walk, and
Yeah.
I said,
I haven't seen him.
I
all
haven't
day.
seen Mike all day. Have you seen him? And I was like, all right, that's right. I sent you downstairs to yell at him. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'd go yell at him for something. So yeah, we get it. It's really been a challenge, and September is going to be interesting. I think at first there's going to be this burst of energy of everybody like, yay, we get to see our friends and everything.
Yeah.
And then I think it's going to go like the economy, like that, because kids are going to be so rusty
Yeah.
of not having any schoolwork for like 6 months.
We're gonna have to gear up and just make the ascent
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah.
I think
What movie was that? Was that Richard Dreyfuss, Bill Murray movie? What About Bob? Was it Baby Steps? Like, baby steps.
No,
Baby steps.
No, I think the beginning of, at least academically speaking, it's going to be assessing and figuring out where everybody is at. And I know at least in Boston, everybody is getting promoted unless parents are requesting otherwise.
Yeah.
And then from there, I think we're just going to suss it all out and give extra support where it's needed. And
Yeah, grading is really hard right now because you might have a really good kid who's working 40 hours a week at a grocery store and can't get everything turned in on time. Who the work might have been amazing before and now it's just okay, but can you really mark them down on that?
Right.
It's kind of one of those where we'll all heave together on this and kind of reset. Hard reset button come September, I think.
I would love to fast forward 5 years and just see
to look back on all this and see
and just
what was done well, what was overdone, underdone. Very interesting stuff. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, as far as be careful what you wish for, kids. So every kid's wish to not have to go to school for whatever 6 months. You just got it. So one daughter that goes to the Aggie and she's missing not only her friends but she's missing school. Like she wants to be at school.
Very much so.
And
Yes.
I think a lot of kids, and maybe this might be one of the silver linings, if those kids can remember this feeling next year, late into next year, of like, I actually really wanted to be back at school, even though it's not always awesome.
Right.
There's a lot of good things that go on. So, a heavy segment. Okay.
Can I have a kiss?
No, not on camera. My students are watching.
And your students don't think that you ever kiss your wife?
No.
No?
So we're going to wrap it up. We had thought of all these grand ideas of being in different parts of the house and all over town. It's Corona time. We're in
COVID.
the bunker.
You say Corona. I say COVID.
You say tomato. I say tomato. So I thought we did a pretty good job for our first go at this. We've got to remember to go check on our children, and we will be around. We'll see you sometime down the road, maybe from a different location, not in the bunker, from a non-bunker, undisclosed location. So that's all for us. I'm Pete O'Farrell.
I'm Tracy O'Farrell.
We are Rockin The Burbs, and we'll see you soon. Okay, ready? 3, 2. All right, next topic, television.
Oh, we're doing it again?
No, we're starting fresh.
Okay.
Right.
I think we need to be a little more funny. I think we're just
I think we should just be ourselves, and if it's funny, it's funny, but it can't be like, let's be funny! And so I don't want to...
Hang on a minute. Yes? Oh. I just thought we'd come to say hi.
Okay, we're recording a show.
Oh, okay.